to ROOTS Weekend-Richmond. Imagining a world without prisons. We're your MCs. My co-MC, I'm Saucy Cocktail. That's C-O-C-K-T-E-A-U. And this is my co-MC, Nikki Brown. Now, a lot of y'all might be wondering, as I was, where's Uncle Spooky? Sometimes Uncle Spooky shows up to things to MC, to read poems, to do performances. I mean, have y'all seen Uncle Spooky? Any of y'all know where Uncle Spooky is? Uncle Spooky has some fans in the house. You want to tell us about it?
Well, important things are happening. Uncle Spooky, and for those of you who don't know, that's S-P-O-O-K-Y. You know the rest. I am here to model good behavior. You see, we have been working on Uncle Spooky's home training so that he can be allowed out in front of polite society. He currently is learning the rurals, that is the rules of being rural, so that he can attend Roots Week in August and not be relegated to late night. So, modeling good behavior, y'all. All right.
Because, you know, Uncle Spooky can be a little bit blue, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, Uncle Spooky can really bring it. Nikki, I'm glad that you're here to model good behavior. Yes. Okay, as his niece.
I am.
So we want to just let y'all know, we're going to do some introductions of performances tonight, but first there's some really important people that we need to thank. And, yes?
Before that,
okay.
Folks should know, there is complimentary wine and beer. It's important. Everyone
For some
should know
amount of
that.
time. I'm not sure how long it lasts,
Yes.
but let's get it while we can. Okay?
Exactly.
Great. Now that we've got the important things out of the way, let's thank our funders.
Uncle Spooky wouldn't have told you that. He would have just drank it all by himself. Just saying.
I know, right?
Good behavior, good behavior.
Okay, so we already talked about the fact that this weekend is creating a world without prisons. So in case you haven't been with us all weekend, a lot of us have been here in Richmond. We've been taking workshops, we've been seeing performances, we've been hearing keynotes, we've been working with each other and learning about each other's work. And one of the ways that we work together is that we share our cultural work with each other through performance, and that's what we're doing here tonight. So we want to make sure that we thank all the folks that helped make this whole weekend happen. And some of those folks are ArtChangeUS, ArtChangeUS, Arts in a Changing America. Yeah, give it up. Our local partners here, RHID, Fighting Mass Incarceration in Virginia. RHID. Art 180 here in Richmond. Who's here from Art 180? Come on. That's right. There's also a lot of generous, socially justice-oriented funders that make this happen. People like the Ford Foundation, the Nathan Cummings Foundation, Cerna Foundation, the National Endowment for the Arts. That's right, the National Endowment for the Arts makes this happen. The Fund for Southern Community, the Community Foundation for Greater Atlanta, and the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation all funded this Roots Weekend series of events. And thank you, also the Doris Duke Foundation. Thank you. They weren't on my list, but you know what? Let's give it up for the Doris Duke Foundation. Any other funders that we want to shout out that we may not have... all of our individual funders, okay? All of the people that helped us raise, when Roots turned 40 this year, we had a 40 for 40 campaign. We raised way more than $40,000 through that campaign, through individual donations. Many of the donors, raise your hand if you're a donor to Alternate Roots. That's right, that's right, that's what I'm talking about. So since we already mentioned Arts in a Changing America, I just want to say that what this is, in case you're wondering, it's a 5-year initiative that seeks to explore and understand the dramatic demographic transformation of the United States and the profound impact that that demographic change is going to have on arts and culture and on the entire culture of the United States. So ArtChangeUS is based out of California Institute of the Arts, and it's creating this vast network of relevant organizations, artists, scholars, idea producers, and resource people across different sectors to kind of reframe national arts conversations at the intersection of arts and social justice. They're totally badass. Let's give it up for ArtChangeUS. Hey, if you're here working with or, you know, representing for ArtChangeUS, how about you give us a little wave? We got some people up there. That's right. We got some people in the makeout section. We're already getting right to it with the makeout section, okay? And we got some folks down here. Good, yeah. I already heard that that's the makeout section. You can find me there later. Find Saucy there later. Okay, and what else do we have?
So careful, Saucy.
I know. There's a lot of things going on up here.
A lot of things. We also have alternate roots. Can I tell you a little bit about alternate roots?
Tell us, Nikki. Tell us.
Alternate Roots is an organization that is based in the U.S. South. It supports the creation and presentation of original artwork. It works to uproot oppression in all of its forms. And it is a magnificent cultural organization that is committed to social and economic justice and the protection of the natural world. Now, I'm going to tell you what is most important to me about alternate roots. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm so ready.
I love alternate roots because we're both 41 years old. Yes. This is a big deal. It really is.
Can you believe that Spooky has such a young niece?
Good behavior.
Such a young nibbling. That's my new favorite word. Y'all just go ahead and take it because it's real. Nibbling. It's the gender neutral version of niece and or nephew. You're welcome. Yeah, go ahead. All right, so Roots and you, wait, Nikki Brown and Alternate Roots are both 41?
We're 41, yes.
That's so sexy. You know what? I feel like we should celebrate your birthday a little bit.
You know, I think so. I already cut the hair to make the celebration. Yes.
I'm just wondering, anybody else in this room have a birthday today? Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh my goodness! Our very own Joseph Thomas, staff member of Alternate Roots, has a birthday today. Joseph, why don't you come on up? Come on with your long hair, and he got a massage today. Yeah. Joseph is going to be ready to make out upstairs. Okay. Oh, any other Roots staff who may have had an adjacent birthday to these days right here? What? Come on! We got a lot of spring energy in that Roots office staff. Okay, so for those of you who have been to Roots, you might have heard that we have a special birthday song that we like to sing. But if you don't know that song, we're going to do a little bit of teaching and a little bit of singing, okay? So can y'all repeat after me? God danced the day you were born.
God danced the day you were born.
The angels did the bump to Gabriel's horn.
The angels did the bump to Gabriel's horn.
God danced the day you were born.
God danced the day you were born.
So dance the day you were born. The angels did the bump to Gabriel's horn. The day you were born, so grateful for the gift of you. Come on up, come on up, come on up. God danced the day you were born. The angels did the bump funky chicken verse, but then, no, didn't you do the funky, no? Yeah, it was like that. Okay, come on.
Gotta do the funky chicken, stepping and kicking and blue suede shoes. I saw, gotta do the boogaloo, so grateful for the gift of you.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much for being born, the three of you, and alternate roots. All right, so y'all came here to see some performances. Let's get that going, right? All right, so Nikki, we're going to introduce our first performer.
Yes.
Our first performance group.
Exactly. So, before our first performance group actually comes forward, we're going to have Samara Gaya from Truthworker Theatre to give us a few words, perhaps.
Great, so please welcome Samara from Truthworker Theatre Company.
Hey y'all, how you feeling? That's it? Come on, bring the sound right. We're from Brooklyn, so we need a little more energy than that. We drove like 8 hours almost in traffic to come be with y'all. So how y'all doing? There we go, that's what I'm talking about. So my name is Samara Gayem. I am the founder and artistic director of Truthworker Theatre Company. We are a social justice-based hip-hop theater company for young adults based in Brooklyn, and we, in the last 3 years, have been interrogating with our minds, our hearts, our spirits, our rigor, our intellect, and our relationships, the prison industrial complex, and the epidemic of mass incarceration. Awkward. I know. Need some help if you got it. I'm a dancer too. So this is the work that we do, and in the last 3 years we have created a trilogy of work that traces the epidemic of mass incarceration from our first piece, Barcode, a performative analysis of the school-to-prison pipeline. And all of our work is original, devised theater, written, created, choreographed, collectively by the performers on stage, all of whom are directly impacted by mass incarceration, with family members and loved ones who are currently or formerly in prison. And our first piece, Barcode, looks at the criminalization of young people of color in our country in particular, and the systems of oppression and tools and dreams and visions and strategies for liberation as it relates to the school-to-prison pipeline. From there, we moved into creating In Prison, In Prison, Boxing and Blacked Out in America, which is a collaboration with a dear friend, Jarvis J. Masters, who's an innocent man on death row in San Quentin Prison. 22 consecutive years he spent in solitary confinement. 22 consecutive years he spent in solitary confinement, and 35 in prison since he was a boy after being shuffled to the foster care system, through which that time he connected with his remarkable capacity for liberation through the Buddhist practice of spirituality. And he has been working with us, teaching us and mentoring us to co-direct with me from behind bars of prison his life story that we have created in partnership, and that's In Prison. And the piece that we're premiering in New York next week is called Revision, A State of Emergence, and that piece is about re-entry and coming home. And that piece we've created collaboratively with the family members of the company. So we have company members who are playing their own father who just got released, facing themselves in the struggle to accept them back into their lives after 10 years. So this trilogy now is about 6 hours of material, and we're going to share about 25 minutes, pared down. So our work is multimedia. We have full lighting. Our technical director, Elisa Garcia from Climbing PoeTree, is in the back. So we have lighting and projection, and this is just a small, pared down taste of the core and the essence of our work. So thank you for bearing witness to these stories, this journey, and may we all, through this work, envision a world without prisons.
Yeah.
Thank you for using security. You may start the conversation now.
I open my palm to the skies, surrendering to the human hopelessness that it does not despair me. For life needs no more. No more despair, I pray, to turn a situation as bad as mine into an opportunity to be of some benefit, to transcend my present circumstances, to transform everything around me, almost radiant.
Boom, 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 banging, constant, throbbing, consistent, bang, bang. My mind, I lose it, broken pieces, shit, I'm bleeding. Silence kills me, noises scare me, darkness likes me. I don't know me. Can you help me, hold me, kill me, save me, love me? Please don't leave me. Something sparks inside my mind and everything just dies. Something sparks inside my mind and everything just dies. Who's sharp in the night? Did it? Good at God. Who's sharp in the night? Did it? Good at God. Who's sharp in the night? Did it? Good at God. Sharp in the night. Who killed that guard? Who killed that guard? You grew up in sentences of solitary confinement, systematic policies and conditions of control and oppression. Use isolation and gloom. Find behind the cell still door for 23 hours a day. Living in contact with other human beings. Infrequent phone calls and rare non-contact family visits. Extreme limited access to rehabilitative and educational programs. Grossly inadequate medical and mental health treatment. Physical torture such as hard time, restraint chair, forced cell extractions, mental torture such as sensory deprivation, permanent bright lighting and extreme temperature, forced insomnia, and sexual intimidation and violence. Who's sharp in the night? Did it? Good at God. Who's sharp in the night? Did it? Good at God. Who's sharp in the night? Did it? Good at God. Who's sharp in the night? Good at God. Who killed that guard?
Night's bright stars, celebrating life's dreams as peace sits still.
Ooh, Adi, lady, lady. Ooh, Adi, lady, lady. Ooh,
I'm a blank page, or at least I try to be, so no one could put me together, so no one could read me.
I think I understand, Ma. I finally opened my eyes now. We're both lost in different worlds, sharing the same mind. Two people allowing time to continuously pass us by.
I search for logic and I'm constantly bothered and angered by the feeling that you told me you learned your lesson, that you were on a changed path, but then you backtrack on your words, you put your faith in the past.
I wasn't seeing your hurt for what it really was. How can I be so distant when we both share the same blood? At a point in time you would say, Derek, stay positive and upright. You'll be great one day.
Because I was with you on the same road, feeling trapped and enraged.
Can you hear me from inside this cage?
I just want you to come home. I don't care what you've done. You're not evil, Derek. Sometimes you just trust in the wrong ones. I just want you to come home and be a new you so we can see eye to eye.
So I can see you for you, so you can see me for real this time.
It could be like old days, sharing laughter and pain, but heal with each other and knowing why. We both won't mind saying we're good, knowing it's not true.
We'll be each other's support through it all. And I swear, no matter how hectic it gets, we won't allow each other to fall. Like the last time we burned through the bars and I miss you, but
Instead of ripping them up and allowing them to get back together. So just come home, son, and never go back.
Son!
You ain't want to be a role model, so you picked up and wrote? Figures. Maybe you sold your soul for a rock and some gold liquor. Whatever the case may be, I never understand, so save it. You know what to do, so I think you should just go.
David,
Don't act like you know me just because you know my name.
then let me get to know you, son.
Are you deaf? I said I ain't playing your fucking game. I'm not your son. You ain't my pops. So let's leave it at that.
I know I haven't been around, but David,
I'm here. I've come back so we can what? Pick up where we left off? Here, let me give you a hit. Walk out and don't ever look back. That's all.
Don't need the right visit. Don't even go.
You should have been there for me when I learned how to crawl. Can't teach me how to ball,
How to draw?
how to ride a bike.
I'm a grown-ass man who never learned how to fly a kite. Never heard any Dr. Seuss bedtime stories at night.
The only skill I ever learned from you
Was how to take a fucking hike.
You ruined my whole life. I hope you feel ashamed. You never know the pain of bearing our mother's last name. But it's all good. You do you. And I'm gonna do the same. Not a goddamn thing needs to ever change.
David!
Do you know where home is? I don't want you to get used to the feeling of confinement. Telling your son you were at school when he asked what you were wearing. And his young mischief. I remember him sitting on your lap, trying to take off your jumpsuit, wanting you to know freedom. But it's not.
Take me to the river. I wanna know. Take me to the river. I wanna know.
Every time I visit you, I find myself trying to find some color in the gray of prison walls that don't invite anything living to dwell. Wonder why your laugh is not as steady. Your hands are shaky, swollen, scarred. Your skin marked with a pale dullness that makes you blend into what you wear. The sun is not familiar behind bars. He needs himself.
Take me to the river. I wanna know. Take me to the river. I wanna know.
23 hours surveillance, punishment for never knowing freedom, for being beat by elementary school teachers, and coming home crying to mom, until you stop crying at all. In prison, you practice distrust, fill your minds with the words of Malcolm and Asada, and still don't know where to place your anger. You fighting, I ask? Your eyes say yes.
Where have you been?
You leaving me?
You don't answer your phone.
But I know there's something going on. But you just laugh under your breath and say, nah, I'm not fighting.
Take me to the
But I know those
river.
scars are fresh. Minus the ones we would never see. The ones that have stolen centuries from you. The scars those working in their fields have known. The scars of always watching the river go by, hoping to travel away from sugarcane crops that make other lives sleep. We only lasted 5 to 7 years then. How long will you last in there? I know there are scars from not being called dad, from hearing your son say, I won't cry this time, and then hearing that familiar wail. We know what it's like to be drowned and be reborn again. I want to take you to the river to show you that we have been in schools called prisons, been in love with fists, been fed poison with a smile until we craved it. I want to take you to the river. Take me to the river where we can wash.
Take me to the river.
Wash.
I wanna know.
cameras.
There is no grass struggling through asphalt.
Only steel bars and stolen strength. It is easy to be forgotten here.
A number in an orange suit.
A mistake, a menace. In the shadows of white picket fence dreams, you are a sickness.
A blister.
A bruise.
3/5 of a memory.
Embrace your shackles. Become the bars that cage you in, young animal.
For here, the sun will not stretch past barbed wire and security cameras.
The U.S. has the fastest growing prison population in the world. Well, it's like the real estate boom. Except, of course, the problem with real estate, you eventually run out of land. You never run out of people to put in prison.
Knew it, man!
Yo, kid, you got bars?
He ain't got no bars. Yeah, check me out. See, our birth certificate is basically our death note. Every time one of us die, it becomes a right for them to use a black quote. Then they try to justify their fear for us black folks.
Come, let us emphasize and tell you some facts though.
See, cause me being a big dude
With his skin tone?
People thinking he break bones.
with black lungs, puffing cuts like I breathe oxygen. He was wearing a ski mask in all black, snacking on Big Macs, stay gripping the gat, leaving shows on the stranger's back. Causing genocide like it's a hood sport. Paying crooks to never get caught so I can stay in contact.
Now let's talk facts.
Seems like when we talk about peace and love,
Society claims it's whack. Yet when we preach we're talking about cracking skulls with a bat, we seem to attract the stigma of society's cracks while the wealthy kick back and relax.
barcode! And you do understand being born black rarely judged in white America. Bad enough statistics of us Negroes in prison is super numerical. You see, I myself live in a world where blacks know how to roll a spliff.
Bang they hood.
Or ride or
And
die.
the sad part is they can do that before they learn how to tie a tie. Growing up in Farragut projects, that's all you saw. The Crips, the Bloods, the gangbangers and thugs, hating fake love. Being black, you grew up to stay strapped up. Back up, team no lacking, better rack up. Sell drugs, get stacked up. Skip school to smoke weed and act up. Couldn't find the right word to use, so I use nigga as a backup. And this is how whites depict us. But not me, I'm on the come up. Sun down to sun up. I'ma be a winner, no runner up. And nothing will stop my shine or stop my flow, cause I'm mixed with greatness.
Ooh. Yo. I keep wondering why the tears in my eyes keep thundering. Feelings kept inside of my body. It keeps smothering and covering.
Don't clouds keep hovering.
I'm trying to figure out why me? Why I be suffering? Why the devil gotta pick on me and my family? Bringing us down.
Locked up.
Let me be.
I pray to God.
Asking him to give me the keys to this cage. Set me free from this locked up dungeon.
I'm done and enraged.
For my name is Jamal. I done been through it all. I went from being free to taking a plea to being locked down by these walls. I sit back and reminisce about Crystal, that's my sis, how we were sitting on the stoop and how it came down to this. Those times were good. But time to snap back into reality. My sister was popped twice, in a crossfire, in a store, and there was no type of legality. And the worst part is that the murderers are still walking. But I don't blame the murderers, I blame the system.
Oops, my bad, I mean the system.
For all the cracks and holes that are told, and no one tries to fix.
The system is the reason I lie inside these bricks, see?
Ever since her death, school became a constant detention. And if I spoke my mind to the worthless teachers, it turned into a suspension. So after the 4th or 5th, I dropped out. Because there's only so many times you can hear.
You are worthless.
And a dog. So much goddamn doubt. They didn't even care what my story was about. They just saw me as another minority who was almost guaranteed to run down the wrong route. Instead of how I got locked up. It was all based on accusation. They framed me for revenge, and I never got offered probation. They just saw it for what it was, Hispanic. No job, no school, no need for an explanation. They just simply said,
Hey kid, you're looking at life and you could take a plea bargain declaration.
So I went with the plea. I'm doing 10 whole years due to the system's neglect. But I can't get mad at the system, not for me. It was never made to protect.
It was made so I failed. Why the color not white? And even worse, I'm a male.
This is my life, my pain, the destiny I was given. It's not a joke nor fake. This life I'm actually living. I hope you learn a new system you will create.
Chains are ash.
Only time I thought I'd die from the sound of a black gun.
Wait right here.
I can't take it, I just want to run.
We got a release. Name,
Derek.
full name.
Derek Bronson.
Derek Bronson, you are now officially a free man.
barbed wire fences, something like silver ribbons. They want to keep me in and hope for recidivism, hoping I can't do it like I don't have the ammunition to live my free life greater than the first. Silver ribbons forward to decorate my hearse.
Slowly walking down Broadway as I start a new path.
But I leave today hoping there's hope for me. Past the silver ribbons, I hope I have a family.
You won't catch me in hallways. I'm never coming back.
Past the prison line. The past is the prison line.
Slowly walking down Broadway as I start a new path. You won't catch me in hallways. I'm never coming back.
New faces entering in a row. I look at them with empathy past the prison line. The exit past silver ribbons. I'm finally saying goodbye.
Slowly walking down Broadway as I start a new path. You won't catch me in hallway. I'm never coming back.
I'm never coming back. Never.
Between textbook and central booking,
There is a pipeline where food, the flavor of cardboard, and history, the texture of Columbus, is served to children.
preparing students for jumpsuits,
The color of flames between teeth and
the United States. There is a border.
where imagined aliens, a collection of atoms with frightened hands clinging to their mother's breasts, misfits craters into the moon as border patrol mistakes humanity for imperfection.
Just like a fence, challenging the waves of the Pacific, where men who have names made of steel
Guard a stolen land. Between Palestine and Israel, there are boys who wrap their hearts in cement, guarding separation.
Feet stumble over uprooted olive trees while falling into the dusty eyes of soldiers, like a fence with all its metal hands digging into a soil of people with thread in their veins.
Between the South Bronx and the Upper East Side,
There is a river where a thread of mansions
look away, and men in uniform, the color of
deep angry skies ride the trains with tall stories under their hats. The rain doesn't care if it's Bel Air or Brownsville.
All people need some form of
oxygen. Can we rediscover our common friends?
healing the tears in this collective quilt. Our hands join past borders, our voices rising beyond the clanging of steel bars.
We can grow through these boxes and cages.
Reclaim our humanity, rewrite history's pages, and transform what enrages.
Our innermost children.
We're each one in a million, not a box to be filled in. Reclaim our humanity.
Rewrite history's pages.
Reclaim our humanity and transform what enrages.
All right. These are the marks? Yeah. Yeah.
We good.
Ooh, I love it when Kathy DeNavarro bosses us.
beautiful thing, you know?
You know what, if you've ever been beautifully bossed by Kathy Denabriga, we're not alone. Yeah, that's right. Mhm.
There it is. Yes. There it is.
Like my mom.
So can we all just take a deep breath?
Yes. Yeah, thank you.
How many of y'all have enjoyed this weekend? For those of you who attended the Spirit House workshop, just gonna give you a reminder, unclench your butt cheeks right about now. Let that energy just pass on through. It's okay. That was a miniature centering moment. Doing good. Now we're going to have Nicole do the introduction of our amazing next performers. Can we applaud one more time?
Yeah.
Thank you for being truth workers of truth. Thank you. I'm super excited to introduce our next performers because I've been fans of them, 10, 12 years. Seen them perform a lot. I was also able to present them in Chicago through DePaul University Women's and Gender Studies at the Center on Halsted. That was super exciting. And the next group that we're going to welcome up to the stage is Climbing PoeTree. Okay. Alexa and Naima have been at it for about 14 years. They have self-organized 32 tours, including one that involved a bus that was redone to run on vegetable oil. They have just been touring and producing their own work for a long time. They have toured from South Africa to Rikers Island, all over the place. Any of y'all had Climbing PoeTree perform in your spaces or seen them other places? Right? They've also performed at the Clear Creek Festival with Bob and Carrie. Those are Roots folks. So I'm super excited to invite to the stage Alexa and Naima of Climbing PoeTree.
Peace, family. How you doing? Excited about it from Truthworker? So happy to be here. And my name is Naima.
What's up? My name is Alexa.
It's an honor to be here with you, and we're gonna move into this piece that has a very special dedication. We want to send it out to all the human beings in the house right now. Human beings, where we at? Awesome. I know there's a few people who are tentative. You know, maybe want to revoke their membership to the Homo sapien clan. Given all these layers of violence that we're dealing with, you know, as a species, honestly. And on this beautiful day honoring Pachamama, this beautiful earth, we want to look to her as our greatest teacher.
I wonder if the sun debates dawn some mornings, not wanting to rise out of bed from under that down feather, tired of being everywhere at once, adapting to the mood swings of the weather. If clouds drift off, trying to hold themselves together, make deals with gravity to loiter a little longer. I wonder if rain is scared of falling, if she has trouble letting go, if snowflakes get sick of being perfect all the time. Each one trying to be be, you know, come on now.
One of a kind.
I wonder if stars wish upon themselves before they die. If they need to teach their young how to shine. I wonder if shadows long to just for once feel the sun. If they get lost in the shuffle not knowing where they're from. I wonder if sunrise and sunset respect each other, even though they've never met. If storms have regrets, if volcanoes get stressed, if compost believes in life after death. I wonder if breath ever thinks of suicide. If the wind just wants to sit still sometimes and watch the world pass him by. Get shy backstage, not sure if their colors match right. I wonder if lightning needs an alarm clock to know when to crack, if rivers ever stop and think of turning back, if streams meet the wrong sea and their whole lives run off track. I wonder if the snow wants to be black. If the soil thinks she's too dark. If butterflies want to cover up their marks. If rocks are self-conscious of their weight. If mountains are insecure of their strength. I wonder if waves get discouraged, crawling up the sand, only to be pulled back again to where they began. If land feels stepped upon, if sand feels insignificant, if trees need to question their lovers to know where they stand, if branches waver at the crossroads, unsure of which give. So I'm just gonna cleanse the poetic palette right quick. I'm gonna beatbox on these.
Alright.
I'm gonna see what happens. I have my pen from Colombia, Medellin, Antioquia, and I usually have this instrument called zampoña, but I left in Brooklyn. So I'm improvising, because that's what artists do, you know?
Teach us how to recycle.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, guys. I'm teaching you how to recycle. Let's see what happens.
That's what's up.
Can you give me some bass?
Yes. Let's get
You know, we tune because we can.
We're low. Right.
Give me a little reverb or something, you know, it's like mad high pitch. Hook me up. This is the moment when we gather up our fallen angels and build a temple invincible. We've been hibernating below the surface of the world, growing roots, dreaming of sun, thirsting for rain. We sprout, crack concrete, overcome the bullets and toxic exhale of a machine built to kill. We rise like sunshine. The shadows are memory of the struggle it took to lift our heads above drowning. We breathe, exhale the sky full of stars, pregnant with moon, trace the constellation in the shape of our revelation for tomorrow. This tomorrow has no name, but we are calling her forth. This tomorrow is not the same as yesterday, but she is as ancient as the world. We are ready for the light. We are ready to live, ready to hold each other against the rim of existence. Cause they who build concrete against the corners like a million tender blades of grass, cracking sidewalks apart, reminding your runaway child there is no place that love cannot find you. There is no place that love cannot find you. There is no place that love cannot find you. Of the ancestors who overcame so much for us to be alive right now, devoted to healing and justice in our lifetime. In those moments where we look ahead at the long path we have to walk, it's important to remember how far we've come, you know, and the fact that our ancestors are still standing and walking with us, collaborating with us in our time and in this moment, and we can call on them. We survived the fires of Selma and Nagasaki, and we will survive Palestine. We survived Vietnam and Wounded Knee, Rwanda and Mississippi. The 50 stripes around our stars, 50 years to life behind their bars. We survived middle school and self-inflicted scars, losing our mothers to our fathers' hands. We survived slavery and genocide, came back from the dead and spread like wildfire. The embargo, the ghetto, the concrete police beatings, the screams and their echoes, the cutbacks, the evictions, the droughts and the prisons, Jim Crow and gas chambers, drug warfare and lynching. The seeds from our strange fruits, they sprinkled across this terrain by our angels. And everywhere we land, we're gonna take roots. And every inch of rock, mud, and sand, we're gonna break through. You're here right now. I'm seeing you with my own two eyes. Think of all the demons that tried to take you, and you still survive, and we will survive. We will We were born right now for a reason. We can be whatever we give ourselves the power to be. And right now we need dream weavers, bridge builders, truth sayers, light bearers, food growers, wound healers, trailblazers, life lovers, peace makers. Give what you most deeply desire to give. Every moment you are choosing to live or you are waiting. Why would a flower hesitate to open? Now is the only moment. Raindrop, let go, become the ocean. Possibility is as wide as the space we create to hold it. Our words are the water, reshaping rock. Our actions are sledgehammers to apartheid blocks. Our dreams are the keys to prison guards' locks. Our consciousness, a collection of awakening thoughts that decided one day to release all the fear we were taught and give in to love, unfiltered, like sun to the dawn, unconditional, mother to son, unexpected. The enemy who put down his gun against the command that hailed from above, a peace prayer, the shout of thousands of drums. The power of the people is the power of us. So much, y'all. Keep shining bright. So much love and gratitude to all the beautiful missionaries in this house. Stay strong, take care of one another. Amen.
Give it up one more time for Climbing PoeTree. I don't know about y'all, but I have felt for many, many years in following their work that I just feel like it's medicine. Their work is medicine, my medicine for my soul, for my artist soul, for my activist soul. And so thank you so much, Elisa. Ooh, Nikki, there's a transformation has happened of some kind. There's been an addition of some sparkly elements. I think that Uncle Spooky would approve.
Okay. He would, most definitely.
I mean, this is how you model for Uncle Spooky,
Exactly,
right? Like, keep it clean, get it more sparkly.
Sparkle.
That's right.
Appreciate the shimmer. Yeah. See, I couldn't stand here next to Saucy Cocktail.
Okay.
And not become truly fabulous.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, well, you know, I was about to lose my modeling, you know. We are not conceited. We are not conceited in our fabulosity.
We're humble. We receive compliments. Thank you. We are fabulous.
We are.
Thank you. We receive it.
Yes. We fully appreciate it. So, the next artists, activists, awesome people coming to the stage are called TWP, the Youth Movement, also known as Teens with a Purpose. Excited to see their work. I've heard amazing things about you guys over a wonderful brunch today, and I'm overwhelmed for y'all.
And quickly, we're gonna get. Now you wanna search my car, and now I think twice when somebody says call the law. Talk to you in peace, but you're green with guilt. Oh no. silent when the guns were drawn. Guns were drawn. Hey, I tried to run, but it didn't get too far and showed you ID. Now you wanna search my car, and now I think twice. Law. Call the law. I wish you could see it from the other side. And you know why there's fire in our eyes. Hey, I wish you'd see it from the other side. Then you know why there's fire in our eyes. Tried to run, but it didn't get too far and showed you ID. Now you wanna search my call the law. Call the law. I tried to run, but it didn't get too far and showed you ID. Now you wanna search my car, and now I think twice when somebody says call the law. Call the law.
They bring the men and women in shackles, unrecognizable, uniformed, living amongst each other as animals. The private prison complex is a modern-day plantation.
And in Gola, Louisiana, the correctional officer rides around on a horse with a pistol on his hip, like a whip, overseeing state property while workers unwillingly wield shovels, doing hard labor.
You forget that we are children, far enough from families to be forgotten. In the state penitentiary, of 5 to 10 can feel like an eternity, unable to erase the life sentences from the stanzas.
The bars slide closed and the shackles stay locked. Liberation is more like fantasy. Our idle time turns into assembly line. Complete the task before the day is up. Try to avoid punishment. Take the clothing, pull, tie, fold, box for shipment. Minimize to labor. 40 cents an hour in return for your transgressions. Big businesses are tired. Tired of traveling to foreign countries, forcing children who can't speak English to their hands and knees. Our quota is high.
So if we cooperate, if we concentrate, keep our mouths closed, there's a possibility for us to get free. Maybe a real job making real money on the other side.
Orange is the new black. Here, orange makes pink. When you mix drudgery with big business, you get Victoria's Secret. This is what she's not telling you. You get coffee mugs, t-shirts, keychains, jeans, engine parts, plastic. This is the great USA. Where plantation prisoners model plush apparel. Penitentiaries pinching pretty pennies out of permanent detainees. They bring the men and women in shackles. Like a reverse in time. The new slaves. Hopeless, helpless. To only create the products you become enslaved to. Grooming prisoners into desolate souls.
One, two, 1, 2. How's everybody doing?
Great.
everybody who's silenced, incarcerated, institutionalized, marginalized, minimized. But it's up to us to realize that they have voices too.
Check. Okay, no kid, yo, like I was born to take a hit. You know what life give you a 3-piece, gotta learn to weave. Baskets built for bread, you gotta stack. Family gotta grow up, grinding in me, hungry for the summit. You know, quit life is designed to win, but I do it anyway every day. 24/7 and 366, treat every year like it's sleeping. You gotta be one with the time, you gotta be one with the butter. That is the formula. Time and plus butter plus hustle together. It got a way out, just follow me, get no homies. That Southern VA wave is back to be a tsunami. Just like Mother Earth be quaking, like to oats for show that bowl be hotter than the summer. Meet me roasting like I'm on the concrete. I'm focused, focused. Jokes aside, I'm focused. Hotter than some vultures, surrounded by all these vultures.
I'm gonna need everybody to put a fist up. This is our revolution. This is our renaissance. This is our resistance. Nobody can tell us otherwise. We the greatest us that can ever exist. So you know what? Yo, I just made it hit like I'm a D-bet. Say you back for more, but where your line at? Smooth operation, I slap that seat back. Shouldn't buck me, yeah, I'm taking that heat back. I feel like I'm in, but can't nobody take me. Cause it's way too tight, but can't nobody break me. Nobody above me, put us while I for our shorties and us while I for our dudes. Cause can't nobody stop you, you the go. You ain't lying, the lion ain't nothing compared to a go. I'm the go, can't nobody win that war when they focus on battle. Can't beat that clock when that clock running you. And middle fingers on their hands of your rolling like it's ticking and it's flicking in the same lifetime. So you know what life is like. Know them hands be moving fast, it's just like Ali in the fight. Wait a minute, I'ma go. So I'm Ali in the fight like.
Dear closeted star beauty, I know the war you go through. I know what it feels like to not want to rotate today. Know how those balls of ice and dust shiver into your soul. How they whisper those slurs that you always shiver over. How they personify words into icicles, please. I know what comes next. Don't let their hate eclipse you out of the sky. Don't be a part of the next 30% to burn themselves out. Your star shines too bright to be silenced by mere comments. Don't let your life become another black hole statistic. Your death will only destroy. And right now, I know it feels like the only remedy, but you have two options. Just a phase. Show those people that your sexuality transforms you into a whole constellation, that your volcanic passion gave birth to meteors. Tell comets that your heart is too big to eclipse and it's too warm to freeze over. They think they can scare you with shards of ice turned fist. Tell comets that not even frostbite can stop your blaze of glory. Never be ashamed if I break you clean. You are like the horizon, beautiful when you are visible, but you don't stay long. Don't be afraid to embrace your beauty. People will try to label your life as a sinful one. Show them that only God could create a light this blinding. I see the lightning confidence you have in your eyes. Use that thunderful pride you feel as war ammo, weapon, shield, armor. Use it as a horse you ride into a battle of ignorance. Know that you aren't alone. Stars make up galaxies.
Yes, say that.
Someone knows what you're going through. Also know, some comets are just like you. Closeted stars who aren't ready to evolve yet. And I'm not here to force you into a natural supernova. Just here to show you it's a little bit easier when you burn, so then you won't be so afraid of the cold.
This is for everybody that's in this space right here, right now, who's pushing and fighting. I just want to spit something for y'all, right? Is that okay? Yeah. Because with one person, but with a lot of people together. Yo man, I'm trying to find myself a studio, somewhere to spit. I'm just an individual, that's all I represent. Just a self-made hiccup. I'm trying to stay legal. I'm working on my art so I don't ever see that pain. Trying to stay up at that court, that's why I never play the game. Talking late nights on the street, trying to ball like I'm James. I had crack rocks, crack beans, serving like a maid. They said black don't crack, so I wonder if it fades. In with the shadow of a modern day slave. Just because you making money doesn't mean you getting paid. You just making more money for the government to take. People say that it was all just a dream. Are you awake? And I ain't just talking you, I'm talking everybody. Cause you only get one life and you can't live without it. So just keep going, you need to move forward. Don't even worry about a thing, brother. You just need some confidence and some company that's going down the right path. We can all succeed, I call it harmony. Ain't no harm in that, and I hope that you can dig what I'm saying, bro. You just need some confidence and some company that's going down the ain't no, I mean, it's gonna be alright. And I've been thinking about it all night. Why is that so soft when you live a hard life? A nice pillow to comfort your head, lots of to come up. Temptation sneaky like that, it crouches down and it comes up in the form of a comma. Benjamin's on the dollar, got better chance than the scholar. Diploma won't pay his bills. If the weighted scale get more weight, I'm sure it will. I can push that. If you ask me, that's the push factor. It may be, or maybe some better faculty teachers, they turn their back on me, treat me just like a casualty. Soon to re-graduate in June, feel like you lied to me. Mama say that she's proud of me, only problem in getting success is why would you lie to me? Graduating ain't the end, it's the start of it. And if I knew that back then, I do a lot of things more different and more prolific with some confidence and some company that's going down the right path. We can all succeed, I call it harmony. Ain't no harm in that, and I hope that you can dig what I'm saying, bro. You just need some confidence and some company that's going down the right path. We can all succeed, I call it harmony. Ain't no harm in that, and I hope that you can dig what I'm saying, bro. It's gonna be alright. All I'm saying, don't ever give up. Cause when life leaves you stranded, ain't nobody gonna pick up the other end of the line. And it doesn't mean you're alone, it just means that it's up to you to bring yourself back home. And come back to your city as the conqueror. Success comes with scars and scratches. It ain't easy, bruh. It ain't pretty, bruh. It ain't painless either. And when you gotta think about that, the sky's the limit. You gotta keep on going. You gotta keep on pushing. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do nothing. You can keep on doing it. Because it's up to you to make a change. It's up to you to keep on. It's up to you to make something. I call it harmony. There ain't no harm in that. And I hope that you can do what I'm saying, brother. You just need some confidence and some company that's going down the right path. We can all succeed. I call it harmony. Ain't no harm in that. And I hope that you can do what I'm saying, brother. It's gonna be alright.
All right, y'all. How we feel about that? Do we all have some confidence? Yes, we got confidence. Yes. So we can all succeed? All right, all right. So, you know, we hear that the children and the youth are our future. That's right. I want to say that they're our now. Okay? And they're doing it, okay? Can we say that steel sharpens steel? So we got some work to do, right? All right, just checking, just checking.
Man, I just need to say, can we give Nikki some props for really modeling for Uncle Spooky how to be like a stand-up, sparkly, queer MC. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry, did I say that? Did I say that? I did. Okay, all right. I mean, her lips are like a one-person Prince tribute, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, that's right. Nikki Brown.
Yeah.
You and I are both members of Alternate Roots.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
For anybody who is in the room who might not be a member, well, first of all, let's just hear from the members of Alternate Roots. If you're a member of Alternate Roots, let's make some noise or shout. But if you're not, you might tell us about it, Nikki.
See, I'm gonna explain it because Uncle Spooky's been thinking about it, you know? Uncle Spooky loves the annual meeting. And, you know, it's more than late night. Uncle Spooky appreciates the performances. He appreciates grant opportunities. He appreciates a network all across the South. Yes, exactly. We appreciate things like ELI,
Intercultural Leadership Institute. Any members of the Intercultural Leadership Institute in the house? That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, you know, there are these wonderful opportunities, amazing experiences to be had, and there are ways to become a member. You ask how? What do I do? What if I can't make it to an annual meeting? It's okay. It is okay. Because you can go online and you can become a general member. You can become a general member for $40. But wait, there's more. If you are unable to pay $40 right now, you know, reach out to us. Reach out to Alternate Roots. We can figure something out. Because life happens, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And then if you've been to an annual meeting and you're like, but I wasn't there the day that they had people stand for voting membership. For you to become a voting member of Alternate Roots. Yes, there are opportunities. There are multiple points of entry. There are wonderful experiences to be had.
Thank you. Oh man, what a heartfelt tribute from Nikki Brown. You know what? Uncle Spooky is definitely going to be joining after that heartfelt speech that you just gave about Roots membership. One more thing that I want to say before I bring up our next and final group of performers. First of all, I want to talk about the ways that we support the artists that have been performing here tonight. First of all, you all have been such a beautiful audience. Everyone on this stage has felt your energy and your attention, your love. By listening and feeling and responding to all these artists, you give artists the greatest gift. If you like what you see, maybe you should go talk to some of those artists after the performance tonight. Maybe you need to bring some of them to your communities. Maybe you should try to figure out how to do that. Who needs to hear the stories of the people that you are hearing on stage tonight? Who do you need to talk to fund that work and bring those artists? Sometimes artists also do things like silk screen swag. They make t-shirts, they make books, they make things out of organic materials, and they put them into a big bag, and they haul them all the way from wherever they came from, and then they sell them out in the lobby of performances like this. And I'm gonna tell you what, you put on one of those t-shirts that says Truthworker, and that medicine comes to you every single time you wear that garment. I got this beautiful Climbing PoeTree t-shirt. I bought it 10 years ago. It has traveled the world with me. It's gone to like multiple continents because I cannot. That garment is medicine. It says free. It has these beautiful sin of those. All right now.
Everybody breathe. Release your butt cheeks. Release your butt.
Oh my God. Everyone release your butt cheeks because you do not need that shit clenched for what we're about to encounter, which is the graduates. Okay? Right? The graduates' performance that they're about to bring us is called Won't Bow Down. All right, now the graduates, they're a 4-year-old performance ensemble. They're based in Louisiana, and they're made up of people who are former inmates of the Louisiana Correctional Institute for Women Drama Club. Okay, they're directed by Asetua Amenkum, Big Queen of the Washita Nation and artistic director of the Kumbuka African Drum and Dance Collective, also recent U.S. Artist Fellowship recipient this year. Thank you. And Kathy Randalls, who's the director of Art Spot Productions. And these women are coming up to you. They're doing performance that's based on their stories and their personal experiences because they have a vision of a world without prisons. And they are here to share their stories with you. So please join me in welcoming the graduates.
A woman is, 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 oh, a woman is, oh, she's 286101.
Taista Phillip, DOC number 553282.
Rhonda Oliver, Department of Correction number 314-600.
Chantel Turner, DOC number 551205.
Louisiana, known as LCIW. The drama club was started in 1996 when Kathy Randalls began her visitation and was later joined by Asetua Amenkum. I always do that to her name, so please forgive me. Through the drama of art, they taught us how to release our fears, deal with our frustrations and anxieties of being incarcerated. More importantly, individually, they taught us how to search within ourselves, to build that place where we will be healed, we can stand and come back stronger as women, positive and of integrity. We are four known as the graduates.
A woman is a fighter, even in the midst of resistance. I was always a rebel. I fought for my family and my community. So I fought on the gangster level. Money, drugs, and power. But that fight landed me in LCIW. but it was in LCIW. I fought the best fight ever, on my knees, humbling myself. I grew up in church, y'all, and I got some good old hymns inside of me, from way back in the day. See, I was ordained. That old building, oh, my soul had to move. There's a long ago. Some population exposed to that sewage and issues with drinking water. Yeah, it took this historical flood to rescue women from a fate that so many women before this time, they're either dead or terminally ill. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water, 'cause God's gonna trouble the water. See, they called us out during lunchtime and they told us to put on your state blues and pack what you can carry in 2 sacks. Well, we thought we were just going for a little while, so we did. And at that point, we were told to stand 2 by 2 in order to be shackled. I was shackled to a woman I barely knew. I was shackled for 3 hours. We stood in that water, shackled to one another, holding our bags up in our hands like this so they wouldn't get wet. Finally, we got on the bus and drove to our destination. They didn't tell us where we were going. They told us it was a security risk. They said we wasn't to know anything. So, we felt like cattle. We didn't even feel like human beings anymore. We landed at Phelps Correctional Center at 10:45, and we stayed in that place till August 31st. When we first arrived at 10:45, we had to still get off the bus shackled and handcuffed each other, trying to hold our bags up. Then we was escorted to a building that hadn't been occupied since 2014. That building, when we got to that building, we had to sweep up dead bugs and put down empty mess just so we could rest for the night. Later, around 2:45 a.m., we got that finished and we tried to go use the water so we can freshen up. We turned that water on, it was disgusting and brown. I was scared. Mama Gloria went waiting. I was spirit of sparkle in her eyes. Freedom, 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 freedom.
Last poor choice I can recall making. Sentence to serve.